Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pase. My name is Navina Prasad, and I'm proudly sponsored by my parents, Kamta and Nadia Prasad. And we're going to get the evening started. I'm your host tonight. Pace is our product and system education, so we're going to talk a little bit about some products. We're going to talk a little bit about some system. And the first person I'd like to introduce to you tonight is Miss Carol. She's going to be talking about the ribbon gift line. So if you have to bring up Miss Carol. All right.
Hello, everybody. We are Carol Anthony Cox. We're supposed to about Tanya in Miami to Silene down in Tallahassee to Kenneth Drayton here and Stockbridge and Andre Gonzalez as well. To Compton and Nadia Prasad here in Stockbridge as well. I am going to show you guys the gift ribbon set. Okay, can you turn it like this one? Okay. This is the whole set that you get through the ribbon program. It's $60. There's no PV or BV off of it, but it's a good investment because what you're gonna sell and buy and give your clients, as well as business to business people to see the new products, then you're generate money from it. Okay, can you put it back on me for 1 minute? I just wanted to show y'all, these are the catalogs that you get to show you. It's a choice gifts, and it shows you each of the different cards that you can get. These are not gift cards. These are called ribbon cards. With ours, the difference is you don't have to pay money to use this card, and it doesn't expire. So that's why we sell it different than anybody else. I wanted to show you, this is the one that we use. This is the one that came through. This is the one that came through with the, how do you say it? The welcome pack. They gift you a gift card so you can use it. And Navina is showing you the card that we got. Well, it's the choice one, the variety choice one, and then we use the card with the numbers on the back. We called in and found an item. Well, when we found the item, we got this bag. Awesome. This is huge. Compartments. It's got all kinds of, holes. Holes. Sorry. It's got all kinds of little pockets. All of this. Then this duffel bag. Look at all the compartments. The sides, the zippers, everything. Hiding spots. Okay, all that was from this one little gift card. But you got plenty of choices, like for the kitchen, the home, the baby, everything. It's different items in there. You have to go through the book and pick out your prize. And it's the choice one.
What's the price on the choice?
Oh, sorry. Price on the choice is, take your glasses off so you can see.
Let her read it.
It's $25.50. Oh.
Let her read it for you quick.
$25.50 our cost. And $25.50 our cost, but they don't know how much you're paying for these different cards. They just personalize them for you, and they send them to the actual person that you're buying them for. Like, they'll get a card, they'll get the brochure to pick. Get the brochure, and it comes in this nice and beautiful, shiny ribbon envelope. It's like,
Yeah.
pretty. You don't get this at the dollar store. You don't get this at Walmart and Kroger. You have to pay a fee, $3 to $5 before you even use the card. Yes, I know. I went and saw it. I took pictures and I forgot the pictures. I'm just telling you. But we also have different. I'm gonna get up.
Yeah.
You have different ones, as well as you get the big book. It's the big choice book. And then inside, it shows you different, like mygift.com. That's what they would go to. And then this particular page is just for men. So just for men, have their own little special side watches and speakers, iron. What? Tech. Oh yeah, that's techs and all that. Okay. Then we have one that's just for kids, you know, games. Lord, I saw the Hello Kitty stuff and I wanted all of it, but you know, I gotta let the kids play with it instead of me. And let me see. What else? Oh, y'all, let me show y'all what I want for my birthday. I'm gonna get it. I'm just saying. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I found it. Like it's just pages and pages. Diamonds, women, diamonds, diamonds. Lux Royal. Okay, let me show you. The price. Different prices for different ones. But the diamonds that's in here, let me show you the page. I'll make the price of it first. Here. Okay, the Elite, it costs their cost. Our cost is only $255. Then the Royal Lux that costs $750. Our cost is only $675. See, you have to go through each one, and it tells you different prices, and then you'll see different items in the book. Where you turn on the book, it'll show you right here, Lux Royal, and look at all those items. A KitchenAid, seriously? Wow, that's awesome. Diamond earrings, Michael Kors.
Name brand.
Woo, name brand stuff. This ain't no cheap stuff. RCA, really? The Singer sewing machine, y'all. My grandma had one of these. Wow, it's amazing. Awesome, awesome products.
I only got a couple of days. What do you want for your birthday?
Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I got a question. Hold on. I gotta show you. This is the item right here for my birthday. Y'all know I love big pocketbooks. I didn't bring it inside because it's too heavy. I had to bring in all the products first, right here.
Awesome.
It's it's $400. Their cost and our cost is only $350. I'm talking to Anthony. He's sitting right behind his camera. Then it's also, oh, let me tell y'all this too. When you buy the whole system, they show you they gift you a selling brochure as well. And then it shows you all the different pieces that come inside. It comes in a big, pretty box, purple box. And then you have the leave behind. These are leave behind, but if somebody's gonna order something, I would leave this with them, or they can just go to the website. It's cheaper and it's better for them to just go to the website. I mean, I'm talking about this because they're about to stop the ribbon program with the company in April. So, you know, it's a great gift idea, birthday idea, baby idea, everything. So holiday, Christmas, instead of, you know, make it more personal before April. They're going to stop it. I don't know. I mean, you know, when they stop something, they come out with better products and better ways of oh God, what I'm trying to say? Market. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, one more. Let me show you this part too. This also you know how people like to touch and feel, see the products first? Okay, this is a sample of, I don't know if I showed this, but you get like one of the gift albums. This is the treasure one. And then this is the brochure. And then you get a stack of how the cards are going to look when they come, you know, come to your house, so you can explain it to the people that you're gifting it to. Yeah, there you go. There's a card inside, and then they just put in, you go to website and you put in the number that's on the back of the card. And then you pick out your gift. And then it comes straight to your house. You don't have to, wait on or anything. It just, 3 to 5 days and it'll be on your doorstep. Regular standard, the standard shipping, it'll come 3 to 5 days.
And do we have the 180-day money back guarantee?
Yeah.
This one has the 180-day guarantee. I'm sorry, money back. Sorry about that. I forgot to say it. But like Nautica products, Weber products. Oh, Anthony, this yours. Oakley products. This, yeah. But don't forget about that Dooney and Burke. Okay, I think I'm done. And back to the host.
Okay, so I'd like to test them.
Oh, I got to test them.
Okay. Should I stand up here?
Yeah, come close.
Okay. All right. So the beauty about this gift, the whole choices gift album thing is we were in Achievers maybe a couple of years ago when they were talking about why someone would like a gift album, the choices gift album, and one of it is that when you give it to them, they would remember you because you gave it to them. Then you order it, then they'll think of you again. When they get the gift, they'll think of you again. When they use the gift, they'll think of you again. So it's like, it's a product that, rather than just giving them something like money or something that they would just, not even use or whatever, it's just the thought behind the whole choice program is incredible. And we have done these for years. Like my brother, every year, you can always predict, Dave, do that. You can always predict, exactly what you're going to get because that's what they use. Their whole gift is just about giving the choices gift album. Same thing with my upline, Shauna. She bought me a gift, and what she did is that she purchased the gift from the album, and then I received the gift. So she chose what she wanted for me. So it is a really neat program for anybody that's, especially this is the time right now, you don't know what people want, you don't know. And the beauty about this is that it goes all the way from $25 to $700. So you have a big range of being able to pick, whatever cost you want to use. But that's my
And the business to business.
Oh, and yes, Ms. Carol mentioned about the business to business. Yeah, she did. She mentioned about the business to business. It's like these are perfect things for real estate agents, because they all give a gift when they sell a house, right? They give you a fruit basket, they give you maybe a Home Depot card or something. So what you do is you go and you talk to them about the program, and then they customize the program with when they get the gift. For example, if you order, I'm not sure exactly the dollar amount, I think it's $500, they would customize all of them to say whatever real estate company that you're working with or whatever you want it to say, it will say it on that program. So it's really for car salesmen, for like the dealership, they give out business to business for bigger companies that give out, like this time of the year, most people give out, they give hams, they give turkey, they give all different things. But here's another program that they can use. And a lot of companies do use these programs because nobody knows, like, for example, if they give you a $25 card, it costs $25. But if they give you a choice, you have no idea how much it is. So that's what I love about it. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. No, this is great because it's the gift giving season. It's Christmas time. So it's great because people don't know how much it costs. I think the hardest problem they're gonna have is choosing just one item. There's so many things to pick from here. It's amazing. They're gonna think it's the coolest thing. It's personable. It's individualized, and you definitely put a lot of thought into it for them. There's, like my mom said, there's a budget for everybody, and there's a price thing for everybody, catalog for everybody. So it's definitely something to look into, especially now during the holiday seasons. I definitely encourage you to check them out. But now we're going to move on into the system part of the evening, and we're going to start with the book. So help me welcome my sister, Divya Prasad, to go about the book.
Oh, look at people, it's crazy stuff, man.
What did she say?
Hello everyone, my name is Divya and I'm proudly sponsored by my awesome parents, Kamta and Nadia Prasad. So I'll be talking about the book portion of today. And so really quickly, why is it important to read 15 minutes a day? I love this quote and I always say it, but you are the person you're going to be in 5 years depends on the books you read and the people that you hang around. And the reason why I love that quote so much is because it just shows you just how impactful what you're reading and what you're putting into your mind can have on your life. So it's very important to read every day, and not just anything, but positive, like self improvement books. Reading to grow versus reading to just finish a book. The reason why we read any book is so you can just get takeaways from the book. So what I do is anytime I have a book, I would read my 15 minutes or a chapter, and then right after I have my notebook and I would take notes on like what that chapter did for me, and more importantly, how I can apply it to my life. So any quotes or anything that like really stood out to me that I know can help me, I just write it down. So I have a quick reference for like, you know, now if I have to talk about the book. And it just helps you because, you know, you don't want to look back at the end of the year and say, I read 12 books and you don't know anything about it, you just finished them, versus actually like reading and writing. And like when you write things down, you're actually like, you're using your brain and you're thinking about it. So you can say, I read 12 books and it's changed my life. So it's very important to read to grow, not just to finish the book. When you can literally read at any time of the day. For me personally, I like to read right before I go to bed because it's peaceful, quiet, no one's awake. I just pull out my book and I can write after for as long as I want. But you know, in today's day, you can listen to audiobooks, you can do that while you're driving to work, anytime. Literally, whatever works best for your schedule, that's the best time to read. And so the book that I'm going to talk about today is called Ultimate Productivity by Jim Stovall. I actually haven't finished the book, so I'm just gonna pull some like quotes that I thought were really impactful. These are my takeaways so far. And this is actually just one that I'm gonna read because this is an awesome book and I recommend everyone to read it. Again, I haven't finished it, but I'm just gonna read what I have so far. So it says, productivity is probably one of the most misunderstood elements of success. The word productive is a derivative of the word produce, which quite simply means to generate results. And the reason why I love that quote is because people always confuse being busy for being productive. So, you know, if you're running around doing all these things, yet, you know, not really getting any results from it, are you really being productive? So I just really liked that. And yeah, that's it. Everyone pick up a book and read for 15 minutes today.
Awesome. Awesome. Look at that, she's drawing up nice. Look at that.
It's okay, see, I thought the same exact thing. You see my face back here?
Hey,
No.
don't underestimate me.
No, she's right. Reading is so influential and so impactful on people's lives. But more importantly, the books chosen through the BWW system is what's going to get you there. It's so thoughtfully chosen where you think you need something in your life, and then you get the next book of the month, and that's exactly what you needed. You start reading it, and everybody can pick something different from the book. Like the 5 of us live in this house, and we'll all be reading the same book, but we all pick different things from the book because we all need different things. But the BWW system knows knows the information that you're trying to get and the goals that you're trying to reach. So the Ultimate Productivity is one of the books of the month. I encourage you to get on that program if you're not on it yet. Find out how you can get on the Book of the Month program and how you can start being core. With that, we're going to move on to streaming, which is we're going to take it over to Tallahassee.
Rodney Wilson. Yes, you got it. Yes. We're there. We're ready.
All right.
Can you hear us?
Welcome, Rodney.
All right. Good evening, all. Can you hear me? Is the speaker good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So good evening, all. My name is Rodney Wilson. Upline in the business, C.L.A. Wilson, Woy. Up to Kenneth Drayton and Andre Gonzalez. And then up to Kamta and Nadia Prasad. Sapphire is going Emerald in a major way. And up to Diamond Sanjeev and Sean Sahai. So today I'm extremely blessed and privileged to be here talking about the streaming portion of our business. So first of all, what is streaming? So we have quite a few of events that go on, I want to say worldwide. And what the streaming actually is what the information that's being provided at those conferences is actually being recorded. So we have a system called streaming where we have access to those audios, right? So it's a monthly subscription streaming. So talk to the person that you're working with to get on it. Why should you even get on it? What does it do for you? For me personally, streaming helps me not only learn more about the business, but it kind of keeps me focused. It also helps me learn what other things are going on with, because we're in Florida, right? So something might be going on the West Coast, right? So it keeps us engaged of what's going on in the entire team. You know, even some stuff might be going on in New Jersey or wherever have you, right? So we have access to that like instantly through one of these little smart devices right here. iPhone to the world. So yeah, like I was saying, that's kind of like the why. Who should stream? Every business owner should stream, because it's kind of impossible to learn every single thing at one conference. You know what I mean? So if you're having a streaming and you're doing it, you're hearing the same thing on a daily basis. It's kind of repetitive, and you're learning it as you go, right? Also, when should you stream? This is funny. The diamonds, I take them with me in the shower.
Oh my gosh, that's what's up.
I stream in the bathroom. I stream mostly in the car though. During my commute, I stream a lot. But stream at all different times. It doesn't matter. It's convenient. It's on your phone, and all I do is pretty much give up some of my YouTube time and just play a stream. That's pretty much it. It's not hard to push a button, press play, and maybe 30 minutes on the stream, and you learn so much from it. Right? So the streamer that I'm gonna mention today, I'm not gonna go through the whole stream, but I thought it was pretty interesting, this guy's story. Well, this couple's story, Manish and Priya. They actually had I think they're new emeralds in the business, and they had a stream called In It to Win It. And the stream number for that was BWW1987. That's BWW1987. So I just want to play a clip of it because I really like Manish's story and how he got involved in the business. So you have to get the stream to hear that part. But I want to play just a snippet of another part that really touched me. So here it goes. Is it playing? Nope.
Street in Kolkata. Going through that, walking through that, something happened. I see a book by the name of Magic of Thinking Big. I'm 14-year-old, guys. Something told me to pick that book. And I had 20 rupees in my pocket. I still remember. The book was 19 rupees. 19 rupees, Indian rupees. And I said, well, if I spend that, I won't be able to go back home. So I said, no problem. Something attracted me to that book. The title was very catchy. So I bought that book, 19 rupees. And he said, I have an offer. The street vendor, right? He said, I have an offer. I said, what happened? He said, you have a dictionary. If you have 1 rupee more, I'll give you a dictionary free. I need a dictionary. Because my English was not good. I'm all from Hindi school, right? Hindi. So I didn't have a good English at that time. So I said, okay. So 20 rupees gone. I walked away about, I would say 25 miles. You know, started in the afternoon, maybe reached late night home. But I walked away because I had no way to reach home. I still remember.
All right. So, oh, it's going too much in, man. It's not too much. Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much. You gotta get on streaming to get the rest. You gotta get on streaming. But I love that portion because he literally took his last out of his pocket to purchase, to invest in himself. Even as a teenager, he saw this book. He's the book that we all read first, Magic of Thinking Big. You know, he got that book. Didn't even take the bus home. Didn't even have money for transportation. He just took it, walked home, and also got a dictionary to improve his English. Wow. You see what I mean? So that's the type of drive that you need. You know, exactly what Debbie was talking about with the books. It's real. It really helps you develop. But the streaming along with the books, it's a winning combination. So get with the person that you're working with and see how to get on a part of these programs. I'm telling you, It really, really helps. So that's it for me. Back to the host.
Boom diggity. Let's get it. All right, ready.
That was awesome. Thank you, Rod. We're gonna keep it over in Tallahassee, right, Sile?
Oh yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we're gonna.
Someday getting back comfortable in my seat.
Hello. Hi. Welcome. You ready?
Hey guys, Celia Wilson, proudly sponsored by Kenneth Drayton and Andre Gonzalez out of Hampton, Georgia. Right? Who's then sponsored by what the name is that? Awesome people. Awesome people. Nadia and Kamta Prasad. Guys going big time Emerald in a big way this year. Huge things happening in their organization all over. Then sponsored by Sanjeev and Shana Sahai. Very excited about that awesome, prestigious upline list there. Yes, hey guys, it's my awesome privilege to be on a PDAT stage to kind of walk through another aspect of our system, which is the system, right? Which is this is the part of product and system education where you learn the actual groundwork. What the heck to do when you get started, you know? And I'm very excited. Very few people get an opportunity to speak on this section of things, so very, very, I don't take it lightly. So I thank our clients for the opportunity. Today I'm going to talk about the list part of things. And I don't know if the board, yeah, the board can almost be seen there. Yes. You know, we're gonna have the whole diamond thing again. I know you guys, some of you guys, seniors in the business, have seen this diamond already 50 billion times. So just 50 billion plus one, right? Okay. So these are the things that we must always remember. This is the groundwork of the business. You know, when you play basketball, they have groundwork in that, which is dribbling, passing, shooting, and something else too. One other thing. So in the same way, we have things that we got to do all the time. So it's list building, contact and invite. All right. Okay. We need to show people the opportunity or the product. So show the plan or product, whichever it works out to be after you qualify here, and then figure out what their needs are here. And then you go to the next segment, which is to get them started correctly. You know, get whatever through either using the product correctly or actually getting started in business correctly, you know? So whichever it is, and then you want to actually, from that instance, do the same thing over again. So yeah, we just want to become very proficient in this. It's very challenging to say that you're a business owner, but you know, the actual things that you need to do in the business, you're not good at, right? So we all want to do like a self-analysis, according to Kenneth, right? Here, Six Sigma guru in the back there, you know? Analysis to figure out where am I good in all of it? Where do I rate myself? Kamto also tells us to do that. Use a numbering scale and figure out where you rate yourself. So I definitely get to work with your upline on a lot of things that I'm going to talk about today. And I'm only going to talk about this guy right here for today, for the interest of time, of course. Right, the list. It's kind of where everything kind of begins, to be quite honest, right? Because it is most of the times you'll hear on a CD or a stream that the list is the raw materials for the business. Right, and it sounds good. It's really cliche. Sometimes you hear it so many times, you're like, what? Okay, sure, whatever. I'll just go with it. You know, but what the heck do they mean, right? Why the heck do I need to work and build a list? Okay. Another way that I've heard leaders talk about it, it's an asset. Our list is an asset to our business. I'm like, okay, cool. Asset sounds a cool word. What the heck does that mean now, right? So when I did some more reading up, listening to the Brit system some more, I learned that every single business needs customers and business partners. That is nothing new to Amway. That's nothing new to multi-level. Okay, so every single business needs customers or business partners and or business associates, right? So if you end up in a business and you have neither, you probably have to question what type of business you're in. You know what I mean? If it is a business at all. Now, we are in the business of franchising. Private franchising, where we actually, through what we do, help ambitious, hardworking people build an asset in their non-productive time. So in order to do that, the biggest thing there is you need people to do that with. It'll be cool if you could train a stone on how to go diamond. That would be fantastic. But it doesn't happen because a stone has no life, literally. Okay, so therefore we kind of need a being. Dogs are great. but they again can't go diamond like that too. It's tough for them to communicate to the human world as well, right? So it kind of again leaves us with the last population, human beings, to do the thing with, right? So in order to do that, we need people. If we do not make a list, or we can therefore forget. A lot of people, when we're working with them in the beginning, they say, hey, I know my people. I could just go off of my head, or I'll just go off the list on my phone. You know, what ends up happening, and I guess the Brit system is so awesome. It's a system that has been created through empirical data, which means it's data that has been created or information that has been developed over the actual working. And these are the results we've gotten. So therefore, because we've tried everything else, we know this is the way we do business, because everything else kind of didn't work. So the empirical accumulation of effort created this methodology of how we do a list. Okay, so what they found is that we have a tendency as human beings to forget things, right? No one's perfect in that regard. So we could forget to reach out to some people. Or the first time you might have, you start with A on your list, and then you might you call Adana, say for instance, and Adana might forget, or Adana, you got Adana's voicemail. But if you don't have a way to record that you reached out to Adana and what happened on that, 2 months later, you might be like, what happened with Adana again, buddy? Right? So we need some kind of way to track this. If the Sweet Sales book right now that for a couple of months ago in Book of the Month, he kind of talked about if you look at a real estate agent do business, it will shock you into shoot what you need to do for yours, because you realize the meticulous nature that or the attention that must be given to the list. Okay, because that is either where your business is going to come from, right? And in that book, he kind of talks about that you could lose a lot of money without updating that list regularly. Okay, and so therefore we can forget, and if we forget, that can lead to the loss of millions of business dollars. Right? And you might say, Celia, sure, that sounds like you're just trying to put me into panic attack to go do work. And I mean, I'm like, maybe, but it actually that leads to some data there too. What do I mean by losing a lot of money? I mean that if I might forget to reach out to somebody, that person that I might have forgotten to reach out to, or I might say, hey, you know what, they're busy right now, I'm not gonna put them on my list, okay? I'm not gonna put them on my list. That person could have led you to somebody else who could have done this business, or they could have just become a customer, and after a period of time joined the business afterwards, and then could have led you to another Bill Brit. So there's so many possibilities. You know, they can become a customer, and that customer could have referred you more business owners, or that customer could have referred you other customers that then could have referred you to other business owners. Because there's no definite way that anybody can know the answer to these things. It is important for us to just do our homework. If the Brit system say, hey, put a list together, and put everybody we know. Don't even prejudge. Don't prejudge. Don't think, hey, that guy is too busy. Hey, he's already making 6 figures in investing. He doesn't need this. Or, hey, this guy already has 2 businesses, traditional businesses. He doesn't need this business. You know, and if that is an issue, then why they should do this, because this is the least overhead, least risk thing they can do to create even more money. And if you know a business owner, most of the time they want to make sure that they can increase their cash flow, because you never can tell when other businesses could fall short, because every traditional business has, you know, hills and valleys within their productivity and their income flow. So put everybody down, even if you think they got it together already. You know, and so that's our recommendation. Our mentors always tell us to do that, because you don't want to not put somebody down, and then 1 year later you go to conference and see, bring up to the stage, you know, Celia's best friend, Johnny, you know, whatever. That's so awkward. It's like, no man. That's not cool. Brand new diamond, you know. It's just awkward. So to make sure you get out of all of that, at least they can't say that you didn't try, you didn't at least put it down. And I think Vinny Pappalardo was in that category where Vinny, for those who don't know, Vinny is a triple diamond now. Triple diamond in our business. I think he's making a good bit of money, right? And I think that 4% check's solid. But yeah, Charlie Doso, catch? Right? And there was actually, Vinny Pappalardo had a good friend who didn't put him on his list. And long after the fact, they realized, oh shoot, you did the business. And Vinny was like, yeah, but then you realize you just lost a triple diamond.
Yeah.
Like, that's just hard. I just don't even want to think about the digits that my bank account could look like. You know what I mean? So with that, you know, we just always want to and what I heard on a stream with just what Rodney was talking about, streams are life, really and truly. One guy said that if you have a problem putting your list together or any aspect in the 4 basics, to be quite honest, it's a faith issue, it's a belief issue. You actually don't believe that this is the best thing or the best thing that somebody can do in their time. You know, and then I was like, shoot, that might be true. If I don't put out my hand and think that I can help somebody else get this done, because I believe in my heart that this has to be the best thing on earth. And if I do think that, then I would want to share this. If there's a Best Buy deal where you could get a Surface Book Pro or an iPad for $2, wouldn't I want to tell all my friends until Best Buy sold out?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what we have our hands on. I don't want to say the business is $2, but do you catch the point? So the idea is, if we believe this is quality, it is in the way of life to give good things to friends, which is this business. How to build up the list. Pen and paper is fantastic. It's the beginning of how we've done things. But you can, most of the time when you start with your upline, you're going to start with pen and paper because it's just a faster way to get things out. But then you can go onto an Excel spreadsheet and then get tech savvy, okay? Because you'll find yourself, you'll always be adding to your list as you go, always. So as you go, you'll find it probably easier to do filtering and do more fancy smancy stuff. Like I know Kenneth adds calendar dates so that he knows when his last event was with that person. So he could then filter by what he plans to do that day, and it makes it easier. So you could evolve into that. Yeah, he really got it going on good over there. But for we regular human beings, pen and paper is fine, or just a regular spreadsheet, whatever. So just work with your upline to develop a system that can eventually work for you over time. Okay, when to build a list? As soon as humanly possible and as frequently as possible. What I have found in my business when I became to a point in time when I realized I wasn't personally getting with together, I realized it's because I wasn't efficient managing my list. That was it. I was doing good contacts, but because I wasn't doing a good job keeping track of them, making sure things are going well, it caused a loss of momentum. So I realized that I just needed to be more tight there. Who should do it? Everybody on the planet. Every business owner that says they want to grow an asset and not just do personal buying and selling. Even if you do personal retail, you still need a list for your customers so that you can keep track of them and know when their ordering cycles are. Okay, so just to let you know as I wrap up here, some resources to use when you're building your list. Your uplines, you know, they'll help you jog your memory. Okay, they'll help you say, hey, who you went to high school with? All right, who are your best friends that you studied with? You know, and they'll help you jog your memory. So your first time you do a list, I highly recommend just work with persons working with you to kind of get that together. They can also help you extract numbers off of your phone and put it on an Excel spreadsheet too. So it makes it a little easier and faster there. All right, where to build your list? Like, where do I go if I needed to find more names? Okay, that Sweet Sales Books is really good. And then after you've exhausted your list, you know, because you're going to do that with your upline, you want to go to Chamber of Commerce, your local chambers of commerce, you know, and see how best you can get active there. And there are networking events for business professionals through different events as well. So go to your local city's events website, and they can definitely let you know where it's popping. You know, and you know, sometimes I go popping in the clubs them sometimes and I realize that's not the right place to build a list. Right? So probably check the event properly, you know, and it's okay if they serve beverages, but make sure the beverages PG rated so that you don't end up with the wrong kind of list, you know. Joking. Right. So just to wrap up, these are some of the CDs that I have personally used to help me get my mind together, to get it together. 4 Basics with Posture from Kumar. That is truth, that is life. That is for actually all the 4 basics to get your mind right. Kumar is excellent to teach mindset. The mechanics of how you do things comes later because you know where your mind is correct, right? So Kumar's 4 Basics with Posture, BWW 1860, BWW 1860 is fantastic. I know we here in Tallahassee, we give it out like water over here. And then Kevin Bell and his panel, they do as a 4 basics panel, but they just talk about the list. All right, and that's BWW 584. Now, for the new guys in the room, I know we have Jesse here, brand new guest here, some of these will have to be actual audio CDs to you because the Share app doesn't have some of these guys on it. So get with the person who's working with you and we'll hook you up. Make sure you get the right CD. All right, and again, I'm really excited to be here and thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.
That is from the master list builder herself. Thank you so much, Sheila. You're right. You know, if you don't have a list, but building a list is a continuous process. It's not just a one-time done thing. So we're gonna move on to what activity report now? Okay, we'd like to move on to okay. We're gonna move on to new people. So I guess we'll start here in Atlanta, and then we'll go over to Tallahassee. So we do have a new guy here. If you want to come up, all you have to do is come up. Introduce yourself. Tell us who invited you and why you're excited.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Williams. I was invited I'm excited because this is a new opportunity. Is it? I'm excited because this is a new opportunity for me to start something great, build an asset, and take care of myself and my family. So I appreciate everybody who invited me.
When did you get registered?
Yesterday.
All right, so Tallahassee.
Awesome. We have the man himself here. Great hairstyles, great hair happening. Hello. That's Jesse. Jesse.
I'm just saying, call me Jesse, pretty much. Well, I was introduced to Amway through my friend and my mentor, Aaron Thompson. When I saw Amway, I thought of it as this is like more. It's not a job. It's like an actual life-changing business, which is something I want to get into. Really much, and I see that it's not just branched out. We're not just building branches. We're actually building relationships with people, which is a good thing. We should always keep doing that, no matter what. Absolutely. We should be building a tradition and not like resting upon one. So yeah, I see that as a mission statement, as a goal here. So yeah.
Look at you, y'all can just say.
Oh, that's what it is.
All right.
Yeah, that's it for us. Yeah. Okay. That's about it for right now. Yeah.
All right. So then we'll move on to activity report. We'll stay in Tallahassee and we'll start over there. Any activity report?
I don't know. You know what I talk about? You can go ahead. Oh Lordy. Maybe better show us. I mean, I let Aaron go. Aaron, you got the like. Okay, poor thing tired. Aaron has had a long day, super long day. But activity report. You've done such a great job doing a lot of other things, and I'm just gonna echo everything pretty much you're going to say, pretty much. So, and poor thing. So Aaron has been doing fantastic work. I'm showing a bunch of plans. So we've been working together on a lot of things. We have a few people in his organization about to get started. A couple by the name of Cajun.
Cajun
and Miss T something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So actually you can talk from there. Yeah, we can put it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, large up. Go ahead. So Aaron.
Yes.
Yes, Aaron.
Giving you a quick update on what's going on with in my business and here in Tallahassee. Well, we got the fantastic Jesse right there that seen the plan and was immediate a green light. A Tuesday, he was just like, I'm in. I don't care what it is. I'm ready. You know, just tell me what to do. And then we have a great, awesome couple, Cajun and his wife. That's super excited. They're from Plant City, I believe.
Yes, you're right.
From Plant City, and they already. Got their claws in this thing, and it's wonderful when you work with good people. You know, you can never show a bad plan to the right person, and that's what the amazing thing was. Another thing that I'm putting in process putting in focus right now is showing a health session at a gym that we work out at, as far as a prep team, a prep college team that I actually coach. We brought a college prep team here to Tallahassee, and our first year was last year. And the guy that actually owns the gym, he said it's fine for us to actually do a prep seminar, not a prep seminar, but a health seminar. So there's a lot of people there that actually work out and want to get better and stay healthy. So that's the main few things that's been going on. You know, last Tuesday, great turnout at the opening meeting.
Absolutely.
Had showed 10 planned, 4 fell through. That's including Jesse. And yeah, keep going.
Absolutely. I just get comfortable sitting again. So a great work. You know, Aaron and I working on, as I said, we have a commitment to our crown to be getting at least 8 folks signed up very early this month. So we're lining that up, and with our crowns, we've talked about home meeting to home meeting. So that's the next agenda. We've identified amongst the entire team. Now, Roderick is in Nassau right now. He Nassau, what's that country? Bahamas, yes, beautiful country. Yes, he's for a funeral, unfortunately, for his aunt. So I'll give some of his updates right now, but he plans to be back tomorrow. And he's fine and everything. We talk and stuff like that. He's good to go. He landed safely and everything. He's good and everything. So we look forward to him coming back and what have you. But with his business and talking to Rodney and what have you and the team, we have at least about, I think, 15 people in the pipeline to get registered. But out of those folks to get registered this December into early January, we've identified 4 super green lights. You know, we're focusing on finding the people who are running us down, because it's so much people to work with, and the team as was finals week, and so everybody's kind of short on time. So we are maximizing everybody's effort by focusing on the people who are running us down. So if you are brand new over there in Atlanta, if I can just give you a quick little advice, hey, run your uplines down, because in the sense that they're trying to figure out who to work with. Okay, they don't have a lot of time, so they're trying to figure out who do I need to give the time I do have, who do I need to give that to. So you always want to be actively earning their time. So definitely do that. We as a team, we then did our team calendar, and we are going to have a slight team festivity, team party, loosely. We're going to use the word party, loosely, on December 16th. So it's just a little shindig, just real little, because we have a lot of big things have happened here with us, good things. One big time Rodney, we get $1 million contract with IBM. So he's getting ready. Right. Next year, he's leaving us next year, and then Pete is graduating on the 15th. Correct. Pete is graduating, right? And he can't wait to come back into the fold as well, because he's been super swamped, and a few other things have happened good as well too. And what's that? Roderick. Yo, Roderick, man, got another new job, right? A great contracting architect firm right here in town. He is also rolling in the dough as well. rolling in the dough. So you can't get a new car and everything, guys. Boom. You know, he's a different man. You know, he was already showing 50 plans a month. And now it's like 100. So it's just really no stopping for sure. You know, and I think he did some what's that word called? We have Kevin Carty, new to the team, new to Virginia's organization, and he's a brand new 100 points this month actually. Was last month, and he is on fire with contacting. He went contacting with Roderick the other day, and Roderick was fired up. And if you could fire up the fireman, boom. Right. So very excited, very excited about Kevin Carty and what have you. You know, and then on the 9th of December, we're going to Fort Lauderdale for Jaleesa's business to go show mini home plans there in Fort Lauderdale. And also it's going to be like also more of a product vibes too, because she is serious about her whole family switching over. She's like, I'm coming to your house to let you know that you're buying products from me, kind of thing. So that's happening on December 9th. So, and then I know Aaron's actual 1-year anniversary is December 8th. 1 year married. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Right. So, of course, yeah. He's not available, unfortunately, that weekend for us to go down to Fort Lauderdale together. So we can do something like that with him. So we plan to go, not the following weekend, but the weekend after that. Right, and we're planning to make a hot mess in a good way, so that when Crown is available after the 18th, we will have him book to book, back to back with home meetings. So that's our commitment to the Crown, Campton Prasad, and so that he went right after he comes back from Canada, we can go ahead and have fun with him here in Tallahassee. And I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting other things. But I don't know, Rodney, I said some stuff.
No,
yeah, got you. So Rodney is in the heights of the, getting his prospectus ready, the defense and stuff. So we're really excited about that too. So there's a lot of great things happening on our busy time. And right now, Beatty, Tiandre, pretty much everybody is doing exams now. So that's why no one's kind of here physically. Everybody just, because exams week, I think is starting pretty soon. Yeah. All right, so we just gonna keep them in your prayers, make ace everything like usual, you know. And I think that's about it for Tallahassee. Yeah.
December, it sounds like you guys have a lot planned. It's gonna be busy and productive, like Davia said. But before I bring up my parents and our clients, I think I'm supposed to bring up Rodney.
Wait, we might have people here with that.
We have to do activity coordinator.
Oh, go ahead.
So we're gonna start. Sorry, we're gonna move up to it again.
Okay, Carol again. Just out there busy, making phone calls and meeting people. I got 3 women that I'm supposed to follow up with Tuesday morning, and then Wednesday and Friday morning. So I got 3 girls to get back with, and then I had a great follow up. Was it yesterday? Yesterday I had a great follow up, and she came out to the open meeting because the guy that she had come out to the open meeting, he was like, "You can't miss the open meeting again." Like, I had a good time. Everybody was nice to me. Everybody was conversating, and he told her, "Since you invited me, I'm inviting you to go to your own open meeting." So she came out, and it was great. And just stay busy, and I'm out there every day. That's it.
Awesome. That's my sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, we're Kenneth Drayton and Andrea Gonzalez, personally and directly sponsored by, and proudly sponsored by Campton 90%. You know, and well, yeah, mosquito. Yeah, so a lot of activity happening. You know, as you guys know, Brian is new to the team, and we also have Tanya Tompkins. She's getting started. She was actually supposed to be here tonight, but something went wrong with her car. So, you know, and then we have Brady. His name is Harvey Brady, but he prefers to be called Brady. So he's getting started this week also, you know. So that and so, you know, like Bill Britt says, bring them you know, when you're networking and partnershiping with new people, bring it in batches, you see, and so everybody can grow together. So we have a lot of activity going on. We're out there building the business on a daily basis, you know. So a lot of things are happening, and I'm supposed to be down in Miami on December the 9th also. So I'm not sure as yet because I haven't bought my ticket as yet. Because Audrey down there has her business too, and she has this guy who really wants to see the business plan. So we'll see what happens there. Back to the host.
Okay, yeah, so now we're going to take it over to Rodney in Tallahassee.
Ready?
Go, Rodney!
Good evening all again, I'm Rodney Wilson. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about how our mentorship program has helped me throughout, you know, throughout life in general, right? So I wanted to start first with I guess in school, because what I realized through the business is that it's not just about building the business. Rolling Diamond beyond. But what has happened is the mentorship program has literally transformed like different aspects of my life. So for instance, I was talking to Kamta about how, you know, the book, what to say when you talk to yourself. Mm-hmm. I always used to tell myself, like, you know, you're not good at taking tests, you freeze up in tests, you have test anxiety. So all of this stuff I was telling myself when I was an undergrad, but, you know, through the mentorship program, I reprogrammed how I actually think. And now I actually speak better, and I tell myself, hey, you know, I'm awesome at taking tests. I'm about to get an A. It's a done deal. Like, you know, boom diggity, nothing can stop me. So I walk in with confidence now in everything that I do. Mm. So I pretty much went from, I would say from a B student, just an average student, to like a straight A student. Wow. Just because of thinking. So thought process is one of the main things that the mentorship program has helped me to develop. So going through that, apart from the grades, you know, it's just the personality part of things. Because some of my peers and within my my classmates, like they have serious issues with presenting. Like I'm talking, they would freeze up in the middle of a presentation and can't finish it type of thing. And then when I walk up, they're like, "Oh, here comes Rodney." He's just gonna kill it. But I was trying to tell them that it's because of the books I'm reading and the people that I'm associating with that I boosted up my confidence that to not stutter as much when I speak, to just knock out a presentation out of the park. And of course, by showing the plan, when you show the plan enough times to different people, especially at the open meeting, oh my gosh, right? You know, nothing can stop you. You can present anything after that, right? Especially when you get somebody hard in the open meeting.
Yes.
Right. So you can present to anybody after that. So it's really helped me to be cool, calm, collect when I'm presenting. I actually have to defend the thesis pretty soon. Yes. And I feel pretty good about it. My professor is freaking out, and I'm like, I got this. I got this, you know. But that's another aspect. The presentation aspect has really, really helped me. But the main component was what Sile told y'all was the job component. And so I used to kind of undercut myself in terms of like saying, oh, well, with this degree, I can only make this amount, right? Mm-hmm. But now I'm like, shoot, I want this amount. I'm gonna demand this amount from this particular type of company. Mm. So I was talking to Kamta again about it, and I was like, you know, I actually just officially yesterday signed a contract, an offer letter with IBM. Wow. To be a software developer. Wow, sir. And the thing about it is, it's actually a dream job for me, to be honest. Because even from growing up, IBM was my first computer, all of this stuff, right? So I literally landed my dream job because speaking with Kamta, I was like, you know, I want this particular job, and then I want to build it up to this particular income, and have that income, have the business income, and then I can have the option to let go of that income. Even though I would love the job, I'm pretty sure, you know, I love that stuff. I love technology and developing stuff. Mm-hmm. But I can have the option to do it at my leisure when I build up my business to a level. Mm. So what I was talking to Kamta about is, you know, just having that, you know, that's a goal that's met. Now it's time to, of course, meet my business goals. You know, still meeting them, but it's time to push it to another level, make that happen. And it's all because of the mentorship program. It's all in the way you think. Mm. So, and it's not necessarily all about the money. The money is going to help you. It's about the relationships you're building, building up yourself personally first. You know, that's the main thing. And then on top of that, you know, when you build up yourself, when you add value to yourself, then you can add value to others, right? So you got to make yourself valuable to add value, right? Because if you're not valuable, then the things that are coming out of your mouth are not really helping others. So this business has really allowed me to not only help myself, but, you know, we have a flourishing team here. I want to be the biggest part of this team to make it happen in the biggest way possible. And regardless if I'm here in Tallahassee or, you know, the job is in North Carolina, if I'm there, I'm going to make it happen regardless, because the mentorship program built me up to win in everything that I do. So I first of all just really want to thank my mentors. First local mentor has Sile Wilson, because she guided me through everything, even at work, even in business. She guided me from from nothing to where I am now. Then it goes up to Kenneth, Drake, and Andrea. Oh, a long conversation with Kenneth.
Yeah.
Just talking to Kenneth, get his mindset, because he literally can do the job that I'm going to do. Right? He's been there, done that type of thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So just having that level of comfort to asking questions and to have him always there. And oh my gosh, Compton Nadia. I mean, like, what can you say? You know, they're always there. They help us. They serve us. And one of my friends was just asking me today, like, he decided not to get involved with Amway. And I told him about IBM, and I told him, you know, I still got Amway. He asked me if I'm still doing it. I told him yes. So he actually apologized. He said, man, I didn't want to make you feel bad for not doing it. I just felt like it wasn't for me. And I told him, that's perfectly fine, bro. It's not for everybody. But he was like, it's good that it's working out. And he actually remembered Nadia, because Nadia showed him the plan.
What?
Yeah. Nadia, he was in that first wave of plans that Nadia showed. And he was like, you know, it's the good people that you're around, and that's actually helping you achieve that success. And he was asking me, like, how does the mentorship program work? And I was telling him, you know, by Amway standards, it's supply, train, motivate. That's really what it is. And I can't say that my mentors didn't deliver. You know, they delivered supply, train, motivate us all the way through. So I just got to step up, do my part, go platinum and beyond, and repay them. So it's all thanks to the mentorship program, the conferences that we go to, the books that we read, the CDs and everything. So thank you, BWW, Compton, Nadia, Kenneth, and Andrea. See you later. Thank you, everybody. All right?
Roger, we are so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so next we're gonna have a quick video. We want to promote the conference for the after January. So Kenneth is gonna show.
I'm gonna just. I have it up there. We just pick it up.
Yeah.
We just pick it up. So yeah.
All right. For those of you who don't know, we are going to be attending the function in Greensboro, North Carolina. Find out how you can get your tickets. We have e-tickets are now available. Find out how you can get there, because this is going to start your year. This is going to make your year. You know, starting January. So now that's that. Let's help me welcome. You ready? Help me welcome our upline. My parents come to Nadia Prasad to wrap up. Okay. Hey everybody, what an incredible presentation. You know, of course we had Navina, the host tonight. Now I know we had Anya, she was supposed to be the host, but now I figure since Navina was home, who's never home for Pase anymore because of her job, so I thought it would be a good thing to have her host tonight. So, and of course we had Carol. She did a phenomenal product line and product presentation with the Choices album. And Miss Carol is
I'm telling you, she's a go-to person when it comes to knowing your product line and being able to, just do everything that she does. I mean, her PV is always on point, and she knows her stuff when it comes to her product. And I am so proud of her. She's out there every day meeting people, not just meeting people, but getting people up to the point now where she's going to start registering people. So that's exciting. She had someone out to the open meeting on Tuesday, and the girl is flat out excited. And so I know her team is.
And she has somebody.
She has someone in the pipeline also, the new person who has someone there that came out to the meeting, very excited. Now he's ready to roll. So I know she's putting together her team, and both her and Anthony were very proud of you guys. Continue to just keep on rocking, okay? And of course, we had Divya, who did a great job on the book. And, she's definitely, growing in a lot of different ways. She's very wise, has a lot of wisdom. And that comes from, again, she reads a lot and she likes to read. So that's a good thing. So anyways, in streaming, we had, who did streaming?
Rod,
you totally blew me away with your last presentation, so I don't remember anything else. But of course, yes, he did streaming, of course, and he talked about the couple, Manish and Priya, who are personally sponsored to register in this business with Double Diamonds, Kumar. That's Kumar's, I don't know how many legs, maybe 12, 13 legs. But qualified legs. They just went emerald. So yes, they're a phenomenal couple. Got to spend some time with them in Seven Springs. So, but and of course we had Celie with the list, and she of course did a phenomenal job as usual. You have a standard that she's always at the standard of excellence that you can never in anything she does in this business, and whether it be any part of the system or books or CDs, she always gives her best. So we want to say that we're very proud to have each and every one of you on our team. And of course, Rod, when Kanta called me and told me about he's going to be moving and all that stuff, and I was like, wow, what a phenomenal opportunity to be able to, not just like he says, not just any job, to be able to get your first job and let it be your dream job, or a job that you really wanted to, a company that you wanted to be with, is just remarkable. And I think that, like he says, thanks to the system, but everyone has the system, but embracing the system and having it be work for you in terms of you working the system, that's the result of it right there. We're all part of an excellent system, but if you don't follow the system, if you're not engaged in the system, somehow it just doesn't work, so, and you can see that in Rodney and basically all the Tallahassee. I tell Compton that all the time. Any one of you can run companies, the way you guys are, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, your posture, your dressing. I mean, and every one of you. And we're glad that you guys are part of our team. We're raising young, strong men, to not just lead in this business, but lead in them, everywhere that they go. So excited for every one of you. And but of course, we just saw the function coming up in Greensboro, I believe in January 13th weekend, right? 13, 14, 15 weekend. So make sure that you book your room. It is I
think it's 12, 13, 14. Right?
Okay, 12, 13. That weekend.
Yeah, that weekend.
That weekend, okay. Make sure you guys book your rooms. I mean, it's right by the mall, so you can go there, have your lunch. I think everybody has been there before. The conference is in the hotel, so make sure that you book your hotel soon so that you can stay at the host hotel. And but I think in terms of activity, we had a lot of stuff going on. Today I just when you're out there doing the right thing and doing right by people, you'll be blessed in ways that you can't even imagine. I had a guy call me today that. He was a reference from the corporation maybe 2 years or 3 years ago. He left me a message and said, Nadia, can you call me back? And he said to me, so now as he's talking to me, he says, remember me? We had a conversation. He goes, Nadia, I never forget this. Now, I don't remember. Honestly speaking, I didn't remember him at all, you know. And as he was reminding me, and I was like, oh yeah, and vaguely, you know, but not. I mean, it's been so long, you know. But I said to him, okay, well, we can register you as a customer. He said, do you still sell Amway products? And so, anyways, he says, no, I want to be a business owner, and not only that, I want to be able to register other people as a business owner. So I said, great, you know, let me know when you want to meet. And he's in North Georgia. He's close to the South Carolina border. So looking forward to, you know, expanding our business everywhere, every which way. And, you know, I had follow-ups this week that didn't quite make it. Everybody gets follow-up, but you have to be able to get out there and, you know, just, you know, people like to waste your time. And I had this girl, she canceled on me like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, that's it. I just need my CD back. Honestly, she doesn't qualify to be in my business because I am not about to. If I have a hard time meeting with you for a follow-up after 3 times, you know, that's it. You're done, because then, I mean, I'll have to be this way forever trying to build a business with you. And I'm not looking for a job. You know, I got in this so that I could get rid of a job. But anyways, I want to bring my husband. I know he has a lot to share. So I will get Kamta up and so that he can, I think he's on. Yeah, he's on. Okay, great. So I'm excited.
Am I on?
Yes.
Volume. Hello, welcome everybody. I know you all the Thai. No? Well, I have a new business manager, my wife, and she told me I need to dress properly, so I'm properly dressed. But I'm not seeing myself again. But anyway, I don't have a whole lot to share. Just a couple of basic stuff. I'd like to say congratulations to all the presenters. As usual, you've done a wonderful job. And you know, Miss Carol, in the gift album, there's also another gift album there that you forget to mention about. It's called the Upline Appreciation Gift Album. And, I don't know how much it costs, but I think it starts at a value of like about $150. Okay. So yeah. Also, I would like to say with Celie and Roger getting a new job and Rodney getting hired by IBM, and with a quick calculation, that will come out to be about personal PV between Celie, Roderick, and Rodney alone. Like, 2,391. The upcoming graduation, upcoming team that is going to graduate soon to be able to make up the rest of the PV. All right. Okay. Also, I like that streaming that Rod had there. He talked about what Manish talked about buying the book, and he had to walk like 25 miles. From now on, all the people in Tallahassee, put your car keys in an envelope and send it to me.
Just stop turning up lights and things. You gotta stop turning up lights.
Year is about to end. It went by quickly just like that, and you know what? Another year is going to go by quickly just as that too. And you know, normally people have they set their goals, you know, on the resolutions. Well, I don't want you to reset your goals and your resolutions. I want you to continue working on the same ones that you had scheduled. Continue staying focused on it, working till you can achieve that goal, okay? Because if you reset it, then we got to start back at 0 PV. All right? So just continue from where you are and continue building your business and working on your goals that way. Okay? And like everyone knows, my time is coming soon. Looking forward to my job title, right? Rather than a corporation. I'm looking forward to working with business associate and friends and family in this business here, and to help each and every one of you this year to accomplish your goals. You know, and that is my goals for this year for you guys. Okay, and so with that, I'm finished here, and back to the host, back to Navina.
Awesome, thank you, Crown. Thank you, thank you.
All right, well, thank you. That wraps up the evening. We'll move on over to phone team.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, we'll see you guys.
Oh,
are we invited to Tallahassee's shindig?
Yeah.
Are we invited? We get an invitation to that shindig.
You guys are breaking up. You guys are breaking up. I can't hear you guys. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I think that's the end of Pase. It's the end of Pase. That's what it sounds like.
We will. Well, guess what? We'll have our own now. We're having our own.
Hey,
We're not invited.
Y'all can try
on there.
I was just saying that you guys could compete. Yeah, you should try. Yeah, it's just that it's just significant festivities, you know. And we want to, since we tell upline certain things, we realize that they start asking for certain things, you know. Right. I'm joking. Y'all can come through, man. Yeah, absolutely. December 16th. Hey, Pops, how you doing?
Yeah, he looks good.
Pops, how you doing?